Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Now, by the way, I've got some more Diwali diyas left, so I thought I'll just put them on just to keep the Diwali spirit up, just in case you were wondering. So, Burberry. Now, Burberry Hero. I recently reviewed Burberry Hero EDT. Today I'm going to review Burberry Hero Parfum. I haven't got the EDP sample yet. I'm going to get it and I'm going to review that very soon. And I have to say this, Burberry has suddenly come up with a trio of fragrances that are quite unique and very, very impressive. This one is a woody smell, just like the EDT. The EDT is a bit on the sweeter side, but this one has got a lot going for it. This has really, really impressed me. I'm not joking. This is really come out of the blue for me. So let's talk about Burberry Hero. I've got a dry down. I've been testing it. This is my 5th wear today. And I've been putting it on my shirt, under my shirt, on my wrist. And I've been very, very impressed by this fragrance. I like classy scents. I like fragrances that have a little bit of a development, little bit of uniqueness, little bit of interesting facets. And Burberry Hero Parfum has got all of those things. It's really unique. It's a classy scent. It smells amazing, man. I'm really impressed by the Hero line. So, when you first spray it, it starts sweet and resinous and woody. And that might put some people off, including myself. But it's not sugary sweet, but it's got that sweetness. Almost like a shower gel smell. Sweet shower gel smell. But it soon goes away. It's quite a strong fragrance. Soon goes away. And what it is replaced by is a creamy woody smell. And that creamy woody smell reminded me of something. Yeah? Let me show you. I'll also tell you a little secret of mine. How do I train my nose? I train my nose by doing this. Maybe you can follow the same example. Loads and loads of what you call essential oils. This is how I train my nose. And the moment, and I've got another box downstairs, this is basically the moment I sprayed it, it reminded me of a woody smell. Yes, and this is the woody smell that I was reminded of is Sandalwood West Indian, Emiris balsamifera. Now this smell here has got this creamy, woody, herbal smell with a little smoky sort of smell that you would get from bay leaf. So, Emiris balsamifera, West Indian sandalwood is what I was getting, what I get. And I get this here a bit more. Absolutely amazing. You just have to wait 5 minutes or maybe half a minute and you get this fantastic, creamy, woody, smoky, green smell, which is amazing. It's got a resinous quality as well. And as time passes, that Emiris or West Indian sandalwood is joined with a sort of a synthetic cedar. It's not creamy, maybe a little bit creamy, maybe the creaminess is coming from cedar, but it's like a synthetic sweet cedar which has been used in the EDT. So it's got this amazing cedar which amps up that woody quality even more. And then there's the smell of Nagamota. Nagamota has this earthy green herbal smell which is there. Within about 1 or 2 minutes you will smell that. So it's all mixed up. So sweet cedar, the slight sandalwoody green herbal smell with an earthy green herbal rich smell, all mixed together. Yeah. So woody, herbal, earthy and creamy, all at the same time. And within about 15 minutes you get a leather note and then a pine smell. I was amazed by the transformation. And that leather note and the sweet cedar is mixed together and gives me the impression of Dior Homme Parfum. So 25% of this fragrance is Dior Homme Parfum. It's this sweet leather smell that you get from Dior Homme Parfum is really gunning out. And I was amazed because this fragrance, I did not expect the aroma Parfum in this fragrance. You start to get it, and if you have experienced the aroma Parfum quite a bit, you will pick it up. So that's the smell. Yeah? So it's green herbal, creamy woody, sweet cedar with earthy herbal green smell, all mixed together, and a hint of leather and a little bit of pine resin. That's the smell. Very interesting. So, upsides and downsides. You know, I was not expecting this. This has this pleasant, very powerful, strong presence. And that's, for me, a fantastic work scent. It is confident. It is very pleasant. It smells rich and expensive. And that element makes it a very, very strong candidate for a good work scent in autumn or winter. I wasn't expecting it. It's a really nice smell. And the second thing is the blending. The way the notes have been blended, it just gave the impression of a master perfumer. And I forgot to mention the name of the perfumer is Aurélien Guichard. And wow, this is coming out. And this was released in 2024, this year. It's one of the better releases this year. It really surprised me with the quality, the composition, and the smooth blending. It's a really very fine scent. And the next upside would be the compliment factor. It smells very classy, very well made. It is not trying to be another sweet smell that you have been smelling all across, just sweet, strong fragrances. It's not that. This is strong. I'm getting a lot of cedar and a lot of leathery sort of undertones. But this is a compliment magnet, and this is not one of those just sweet fragrances everybody's talking about. No. This is a properly blended, good quality scent with good compliment factor. Now, downsides. The biggest downside of this fragrance is its brand, Burberry. When was the last time you smelled, this is strong, you smelled a Burberry scent and said, okay, Burberry are making great fragrances. Whenever you talk about Burberry, people talk about Burberry London, Burberry for Men, which were released, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So Burberry's name is probably the biggest downside, and Burberry are not known for creating very strong fragrances. Their fragrances are very good, but they're not very strong. So the biggest downside is people will ignore this fragrance because it's a Burberry, right? And the second thing is the first 5 seconds or 10 seconds is when you actually make up a mind about a fragrance, and the first 5 or 10 seconds, it is so sweet that you're gonna go, okay, another sweet, fragrance. No, give it time, come back to it again and again, and you might be very impressed, like I am. So those are the two downsides. Third, maybe if you live in a hot country, wow, this is strong. If you live in a hot country, you are going to have problems with when to wear this because it can get very strong. It's a very rich smell, dense, thick smell. So you might face problems of when to wear it. Excuse me. But that's only a problem for people wearing this in very hot weather. But doesn't remain that sweet and cloying for a long time, right? So, excuse me. Those are the 3 downsides. Now, age groups. Woody smell is great for people with a little bit of maturity, a little bit of years, little age, I would say. 30 plus would be the great bracket sweet spot, if you like, 30 plus, or if you like woody scents, right? This is a strong woody smell. Seasons, cold weather, autumn, winter. You could wear this in spring as well. Depends if you're in the mood. But this sort of fragrance, the woody smell, the amyris smell, the bay leaf kind of smell, this suits best in autumn and then winter. Compliment factor, high. Is very well blended. It's nicely made. It's a fragrance that will surprise people. It's not that common. That smell is not common. So it has this uniqueness about it. And that's why I think the compliment factor will be quite high. to wear this any occasion, because it's a woody smell. As long as you dress it up a little bit, or even if you don't dress it up, even if you're wearing just smart casuals, you should be able to pull this off anywhere, any occasion. Interviews, work, social circle, date smell, clubbing even. It's got legs, it's got the strength. You can wear this daytime, evening time, no problems. What else? Performance. Let's talk about performance. Longevity. Fantastic longevity. 8+ hours. Projection. Huge. As you can see, it's really gunning off. Put it on a shirt if you want more projection. If you want to hide the projection, like if you want to wear this to work, put it on your skin and see what happens. See how it evolves. It's a very interesting fragrance. Trail scent. If you put it on a shirt or leave it on blotter, come back into the room, you'll smell it. It leaves a nice scent cloud. And I would say the projection is about an arm's length for about an hour and a half. And then it recedes closer to your skin, but it never becomes a skin scent in 2 or 3 hours. Maybe 4 hours later, it'll become a skin scent. But I quite like the longevity. It's a decent longevity. It's a thick smell. It's got many facets. It's an interesting fragrance. Value for money. Currently, it's available for between £70–80 for 100 ml here in the UK. I wouldn't pay more than £50 for this, to get the right value for money. It's a linear scent almost. It has a slight bit of development here or there, but it's a linear scent. And you wouldn't be able to wear this in warm weather. It could be stifling. So you will get 6 months of wear out of this. It's a unique smell. It's a nicely made smell. So £50 to £60 is what I would pay. Excuse me, for 100 ml. And it's not there at the moment. It's 70 to 80, maybe £100. So I'll wait for it to come down a bit. Just let the prices cool down and the value for money will be decent to very high. The quality is amazing. I really like the quality of the scent and how it's been made. And the surprising factor. So, I've covered performance, I've covered complement factors, seasons, age groups, the smell, the upsides and downsides. How many marks am I going to give it? Do you know what? This is one of the better releases of 2024. It's got quality, it's got development, it's got uniqueness, it's got many facets which make the fragrance very interesting. It's an interesting fragrance. So I'm going to give it 8 out of 10, which I don't think would be too far out. It's a surprisingly good scent. It surprised me. Most people will ignore it because it's Burberry, but based on what I've smelled and how I've experienced the smell, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a very good scent. You should sample it. I'm hoping you really enjoyed the video. If you did, do give it a like. Take care. Bye-bye.